Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Today's episode's coming to you at 11:50 p.m. No, God, a.m. What the hell? That would be weird. It's gonna be p.m. in 1 minute. It's the morning. Good to see you. How you doing? How's it going? Happy weekend. Although for you it'll be Sunday. Sunday. Today is Saturday for me, but I don't know. I've been on break all week, so the days kind of just all blend together anyway. My days are basically days where I have to drive somewhere and days where I don't have to drive somewhere. It doesn't really matter if I actually do schoolwork or stream or anything like that. It's just, that's weird. Anyway, well, just one of my tabs just crashed and told me I'm not connected to the internet, but I definitely am. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend has been good. I looked at the date today and I almost said, wow, it's Cinco de Mayo. It's March. It's not Cinco de Mayo. However, you know, we're Rector today. Oh, I should pause this and go get some water. I meant to get water before I started this episode. Let me do the intro and then I'm gonna go get some water, alright? Alright. I want to talk about security questions today because it's a weird topic, but I feel like I say that about most things that I talk about. I thought it was kind of funny that I was asking you guys all of these weird questions, and I thought a funny joke would be to like slowly make them more like, hey, what's your mother's maiden name? What was the name of your first pet? Don't answer these questions. It's not. It's for a bit. Anyway, but then I thought about it a little more, and I was like, when's the last time I actually had to set security questions? And I don't know. Like, I actually don't know. I think maybe when I registered for student loans a few years ago, that system had me set security questions, but I don't think so. It's just very strange to me because I feel like they were very prevalent, but they are not anymore. I think it is because of the rise of things like two-factor authentication, and they can, instead of having security questions, they can just have you register a phone number and text you. But I thought it was interesting to see how that technology has kind of quietly changed in my mind. I feel like I haven't noticed until I just went, hey, wait a minute. What happened to security questions? Yeah. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna actually go through this intro segment as well, like the first bit, because if I pause, I like to pause on the... I'll show you. So we got Melting Wurmkin, Plating Sealed Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Drippings Shelter, Memento Mori. Hollow Drippings is nice to start with, because now I can pick, oh hey, Combustible Wax. Combustible Wax is cool. I'm probably going to be playing a melting strategy. And I don't feel I mean, Rector's strong. I don't need to play advanced prototype. Assuming I get Burnout Rector, it's all good, and it is indeed all good. So one thing that I've noticed when playing this game is that there are a lot of little particle effects, and so I like to pause on this screen because the only thing, there's no music, so there won't be a little jump in the music. So the only way you could tell I pause is if you're watching this flame, which has like a 3-frame cycle. Anyway, I'll be right back. You know, while I was getting my water, I thought it would be pretty funny if I had just not gone to get water and I lied to you. I don't know, it'd be the ultimate trick if I just didn't pause the recording. I did though, because I'm thirsty. Took this trial because Burnout Rector shouldn't have trouble in this fight because it's Forge Disciples. This is a relatively low damage output fight, so I should probably end up taking, like, yeah. I'm gonna end up taking 4 because I'm gonna greed that collector. Will I draw Shelter again? 1, 2, break. So this wave goes up. That wave goes up. The break wave. Boss. I draw 25 cards, I think. Does that sound right to you? I think I draw 25 cards. Let's see. I'm gonna pick that 5-1 off. Of course. The problem is that it's very hard to actually utilize purple, or like get purple on the floor, I should say. This is Dreg staying forever up here. Okay, so I've drawn 10. I don't actually draw 25. I draw like 23 because of curses. Yeah. I have a train steward left. What did I draw? I drew 12? Yeah, I guess I drew about how many I expected to, yeah. I'm only getting one up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna play like Fracture. This Fracture is worth more damage if I put it on chains. If I kill this enemy, I get 5 damage on him. If I kill chains with Fracture, or if I put it on chains, I get, well, yeah. Did my math twice there. I kept counting the echoes going, that's 7, isn't it? No, that doesn't seem like 7. At the end of the day, it didn't make a difference. I was really stressing over not much, but, you know, I lost the last 2 runs in ways that felt... I lost runs that I felt should have been easy, so I'm gonna try to not lose this one. I mean, I'm trying to not lose every run, but I'm trying harder on this run. I'm gonna go Purify and Cleanse. It's purple, which is good. I'm probably not going to play anything related to purple, but I still have Shelter, and it heals. Crushing Demise is very good as well. However, and this is a problem common to Melting, I don't want to take an uncommon card now because I want to take a card that extends Burnout. You can make a case for Whiplash as well. Whiplash, especially with Combustible Wax, is basically just free plus 10s, but I'd rather play Purify and Cleanse because I want to heal Rector. Echo Transfer, yeah. Purple Echo Transfer, do not mind if I do. We'll have a multi-strike in here. Endless, Burnout 1. Paraffin Enforcer, extremely easy pickup. Would love to see multi-strike here. That's too bad. Could give him Burnout 1, but I don't feel I need it yet. I think I'd rather give him multi-strike plus 25, or multi-strike quick. Play him behind Rector, heal Rector, play a second one. An alternative line is to see Glare Minder, but our odds of that are pretty low. Similar to the last one, I'm pretty confident here. Spikes doesn't bother me. I'm gonna go ahead and play bottom floor here. There's a real reason to do this. And it's not because I'm lazy. I want to do this because if I play bottom floor, I can always kill the Collector. And it doesn't look like it makes much of a difference, because it doesn't here, but sometimes it does. I'll play Shelter. Like, if the enemies are mid-floor and I draw that hand, I do not think I would have killed the Collector. Maybe I had a Fracture in there. I wasn't really looking, to be fair. Good fight. Order. Yeah, good fight, though. Good stuff, good stuff. I've gotten it a little close on Rector's health, but that's alright. Draft Infusion, extremely good. Another Echo Transfer? I mean, it's really not necessary. I would have actually preferred Echo Infusion, but you show me purple Echo Transfer, I'm not gonna say no, I don't want that. I get so much money. I am gonna play quick on this guy. And because we have Combustible Wax, it's a pretty free Draft Infusion. Puts him to Burnout 4, which is very doable. And then we're gonna go ahead and put quick on him, and we're gonna roll for multi-strike. If I lose this run, I would be surprised. Steel shop there. There's a solo steel shop I can go to. So I'll leave that grade slot open. Kin Host Carapace. More like Kin Nost Carapace. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to go Holy Shield here. Petrified Skull is okay. I'm just gonna grab Holy Shield though. I think it's fine. And I don't want, or I do kind of want Value Stone actually. I don't know how much I need survivability, but like, this card is very survivable. Value Stone, Holy Shield, the card's gonna give like 10 damage shield at 3 energy. If I double stack it too, holy moly. 3 energy, 16 damage shield would be pretty good. Now here the quick does present, oh, it doesn't present a problem at all actually. Yeah. No matter where I play, I'm going to eventually take a bomb. I'd rather play top floor so that I can, oh no, that's right, I have quick. Never mind, take it back. And like, number of hits don't matter, slays don't matter, this isn't Brandon Warrior, this is Paraffin Enforcer, this is on strike. Yeah, so we're good. I'm going to, real quick, before I forget, let me look. There's a Hellvent right here, I could duplicate now and run it with just this guy. No second multi-strike, but if we see one, it's cool. That might be the idea. I think it makes sense anyway. Sure. And wait on the shelter. The only thing I really have to worry about is keeping Rector from dying. Well, and the Paraffin Enforcer, I guess. He can die on the Divinity. But basically the answer to all of my problems is going to be Holdover Purifying Cleanse, and then I get 2 of it. Heals Rector, keeps Rector alive, heals the Thug, or the Enforcer, keeps the Enforcer alive. Alternative answers are like, I could play around Shelter, I could play around Mortal Entrapment, that's the one. We got options. But this run should be a roll. I don't want Intent on Death. I don't have any Extinguishes. I don't want Excel. I don't have any eggs. I'm not playing that unit. I'll lose first. Yeah, I'm just gonna take space and play 2 Paraffin Enforcers right now. Or maybe not right now. Let me look. I could always wait, but I don't know. I think it's okay to just take the duplicate because I can get multi on one and plus 25 on another. Although I don't need to take the duplicate right now, do I? Like, I'm not at risk of losing anything in the next fight. Alright, you know what? I've talked myself into it. Which means that I wasted my upgrade on space right now, but that's okay. Mark of an Exile is really good. Removes a lot of the fear of Rector passing away of natural or unnatural causes. Here we go, Temple. What do you got? I really don't hate Intrinsic Purifying Cleanse, and then we could hold it over. Card's decent. I think so. I'm gonna do it. It doesn't do me any good now, and if I miss holdover, it's not great. But I'm planning on getting holdover, so it's fine. It's interesting how in these fights, the quick is a bit of a detriment. Because he doesn't get to kill the marksman for you. I think again it makes sense to play bottom floor. Because when this 15-2 walks by me, I will have... I didn't count, and I didn't feel like counting. When this enemy walks by me, I'll have time to kill it with like a train steward or something down the line is my reasoning. Yeah, we can do this. I know what you're thinking, why not just reap this enemy? But the answer is I can get one more echo for another... oh god, these dregs are gonna live forever. +1 echo for the shelter the shelters that are coming up is good. and I need to be worried about it. Although I guess I did just give more attack after saying that, so it's a little bit questionable on my end, isn't it? 75, 75. Okay, this fight... 75, 75, 13. No, it is actually really bad to play a spell here. You are correct. Yeah, I can't do it. I might actually die for this, which would be pretty wacky, because I got a little too big for my britches, I suppose you could say. I think it'll be okay. Let's see. It's not okay because I can't have Fracture kill these marksmen. I think if I could have Fracture kill these marksmen, this would actually be 100% fine. Yeah, so I shouldn't have played down here. You're right, you're right, you're right, I know. The classic error on my part. Just play top 4. Do the correct play. And just be boring. It's fine. Also didn't play this on turn 1, so I just had less overall. That's also why Purifying Cleanse Intrinsic is not great. I'll put one drag behind like that. Yeah, the realistic problem with that is, of course, I can't fracture enemies away. That's what I have to be prepared for. I don't lose anything for playing these units out, really. Yeah, here I kind of want to maybe skip Echo Transfer as well. He's self-infused, right? No, he's Drap infused. Okay. Yeah. So it's Rage 3. Which means it's 12 damage. He's doing 31 times 2. I'm gonna do it like this. I think I, with Memento Mori, have enough to kill both of these enemies. Yeah, Rector gets hit, sadly. But that's okay. Yeah. It's alright, it's alright. The second Paraffin Enforcer, in hindsight here, would have been good. However, it would have been good because I played mid-floor, and if I play it out like this, it's not really that useful. Or sorry, I played bottom floor, I didn't even play mid-floor. You have to remember that you can't fracture 15 twos. That's all. Or rather, you can when they're not right on top of you. Playing Memento Mori would have been more damage, huh? Oh man, I get impatient. I just want to see the enemies take damage. Play bottom floor because I can. Formless Child? Nah. Soul Crushing Guilt, hell yeah. That's a good Divinity card. Right there. Hope for peace at long last. I'm going Magic Shop here. Steel Shop here. Because I'd like to see Holdover. Urusco's good. Makes those Echo Transfers positive. Holdover, yeah. -1, probably Shelter. I made the mistake, I should click the Horde first. Yeah, Mark of a Champion. Ooh, or make Rector a monster. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these Train Stewards. Keep the dregs for now, but eventually I want to get rid of these dregs. Might just throw out Memento Mori even. Spikes 4. I typically just disrespect the stealth combat out of habit. Now on this fight I will not be playing bottom 4. For reasons unknown. I'll probably toss out this Shelter actually. Ah, you fool, I could have killed this Collector. Not really. Well, maybe I could have. No, I don't think I could have. I don't know if I could have. This is the only wave of Harvesters of Death that is even remotely frightening. And as long as my Paraffin Enforcer kills the armor enemy, which he does. Can put a drag behind, he's been waiting for these moments. God, this enemy's a fucking menace. Because of the spikes, the enemies are just hitting into him and dying. What a nightmare. I'm not gonna play any more drags. Get him away from me. Oh, soul crushing guilt, I can afford this. Kariska, why? Thank you, Holy Shield. Thank you for saving me from Sower of Sorrows. I mean, Rector would have killed him anyway, but you know, still thank Holy Shield. Yeah, Memento Mori is gonna fall off when I get rid of my units, right? It's gonna end up being like 40, 30, 20 damage, so. Like Bog Slime, why not? Engulfed in Smoke is another good answer. Take all the cards that seem like good answers. I don't need another Soul Crushing Guilt. But we can click on all these cards that are like, yeah, this works for stopping the Divinity from killing me. Hey, my waiting was rewarded with another multi-strike. Burnout card, Rage card, or I think this is usually Total Recall. Is this Total Recall? Oh, it's Broken Memories. I don't want any of them, so I just wanted to see if it would give me Total Recall or Broken Memories, because I know it can give you either. And I think it gives them with similar ratios. I'm not going to even look at another temple, because I am going to go to an even 100, and we're going to take this one all the way home. I went and I got this water at the start of this recording, and I never even drank any of it. Here, let's have a water break. You should take a water break at home if you have not lately. I've been trying to drink more water. A lot of strain on my vocals, I feel. Refreshing. Yeah, there's no reason not to kill these again. I should be throwing away these dregs. There is also no reason for me to be leaving dregs in the deck. Well, there is. It's because I'm a little afraid that I'm going to need them, but I doubt it. I don't care about it in can. I'm not playing. Sorry, let me slow down. I feel like I've been talking really fast in this one. I do not care about that incant, or I do not plan on playing Memento Mori. There you go. Better. This is what I'm holding the drag for, though, is to have it frontline chump block. Oh yeah, that does make sense. But it doesn't really need to, because of Rector's very large health pool plus the holdover heal card. I know it's only healing 15, but when you get right down to it, 15 is pretty good when the enemies can't hit you, because of all the rage, and the quick, and the multi-strike. But mostly the rage. Go ahead and drop that Holy Shield now. Arcus, notoriously not good at fighting damage shield. I mean, maybe not notorious. I would say notorious, but your verbiage may differ. What's the difference between the word verbiage and verbiage? Is it the same word? Because I feel like it's the same word. But I really don't know. Verbiage or verbiage? I think they're the same word, but I actually have no idea. I'm not taking any of these. Perfect Insanity, more like, you know, that one doesn't need to make it out of the drafts. I'm going to take a draw. We're going to remove all of our dregs and Memento Mori. I'm so dumb. It's okay, but like, oof. I was thinking about the removals. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I didn't duplicate yet. It's okay. It is fine. There's another duplicate here, and it is marginally better because of Magic Shop, but I would rather just have two Paraffin Enforcers so I can take the money in this upcoming shop. However, that's alright. Take the money into this upcoming shop, I suppose is how I should say it. Let's put a remove consume on Holy Shield, and then this card becomes, at worst, 0 energy, 2 damage shield. Oh, I can't put +10 on anything? I'm down to just grab Heaven's Gold here. There's a decent chance I have nothing to spend my money on in the next ring, so do it like this. Should be fine. Again, I'm not even going to bother looking at the temples, and I'm happy to save my money here just to be wealthy into the trinket shop, or wealthy with Heaven's Gold. Now sadly, because of my error, I am going to be dodging this trial. If I had the second Paraffin Enforcer, I would be taking this trial without fear. I'm going to get rid of the shelters as well. I'm going to treat the shelters not very well. Sir? Nah. Too bad about Soul Crushing Guilt. I would have liked the Pyre Wings Soul Crush, but alas. Next turn, maybe. Next turn. Ah, stealth. Very nice. Now I don't have to take this Ember Drain. I don't know why I've been throwing all of the dregs into this Pyre Wings, but I have. Not too torn up about missing the trial though, to be honest with you. I think it's a little bit of a shame, but I'll live. I don't need money right now. That drag almost makes it through that. Realistically, I don't have anything to spend money on, more aptly. Let's use a moment of clarity to look at this and go, I should kill or weaken these Lightwings so that there's no fear of dying. There's already no real fear, but I should just be sure. I don't need to play out purples that much. The only thing I could really see being a problem here is running out of spells on Diligent Seraph, but even that I doubt. Could have played Echo Transfer, yeah, I know. By the way, I'm thinking, today I'm feeling a little more inspired than normal, so I think I'm gonna actually try to record something else. I'm either going to record some like YouTube-specific Vampire Survivors today, or I'm going to record some Darkest Dungeon 2 on the new patch. I'm not sure which, but we'll see. I'll let you know when I post the video, because you'll be able to read the title and see what I did. I should... no, there's no way. Okay, I should not bother. I was gonna say I should check if there's like a Firestone housing in here, but even if there was, I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. I'm going to not spend any money. I'm just gonna keep the 104 Pyre attack, because like, what does any of this do for me? Oh, you know what? I'll spend 95 to permafreeze Soul Crushing Guilt. Although, for the purposes of this run, I don't actually need to do that, because I'm just gonna Soul Crushing Guilt the Divinity when I see the Divinity. I'm past that point where I need it. I don't really need it here either. We'll go back to the hardest part of the run. Do I play bottom floor here? I think I will. I have enough survival options and I will scale fast enough that it feels correct to me. That consumes. Don't consume it. I put a dreg behind and a fracture here. I kill the curse. I am going to, you know, yep, I'm a fool. I'm a double fool. However, I think it's actually okay. I think it's, like, it's not ideal, but I think that I can do this and put this Paraffin Enforcer up here to act as top floor guardian. And we will actually use drags as our backline finishers. I think that this is a questionable line. I think that this idea is questionable at best, but hey, we're here. I already made the play. No more time for questioning. I already did it. Now, realistically, as long as I make it to Relentless, we should be fine with even just one, so I'm not too pressed about it. Put another drag behind. I mean, the second drag is kind of like having the multi-strike anyway. It is definitely a little questionable, though. I will not debate you on that. Put that drag down like that. Definitely uncertain about that play. My man burns out up there. 911. Rescue my hero. I'm gonna get these drags out of here. This run, Combustible Wax is very good, I gotta say. Doing some great work there, Combustible Wax. So the question is, if I enter Relentless like this, I don't need 2 more damage shield. I don't think that this Relentless is close in the vein of 2 damage shield. I don't think it's particularly close at all, to be fair. My Paraffin Enforcer is very strong. My Rector has a lot of health. Yeah, so despite my best efforts, I have found the winning line. No matter how hard I try, I do not throw this run away here. No matter how hard I try. Now, here's the real question. I'm just gonna play top 4 on the Divinity. There's no real question here, I'm baiting you. I would never. I would never. But yeah, it's fine. We're chilling. Double Enforcer draw. So, on the Divinity, we're going to be using Holy Shield to keep one of our Enforcers alive, and we're going to be using Purifying Cleanse to keep the other alive. That is the plan in short. And Shelter as well. Shelter will also help. The funny thing about these Paraffin Enforcers is if I could, like, stop these 2 waves from walking up, I'm pretty sure I would just kill the Divinity. That's what's always kind of wacky about this boss to me. With this setup, these Paraffin Enforcers, they do a very large amount of damage very quickly. Because they're gaining like 12 rage per turn, plus 24 attack. They just snowball out of control. I put the damage shield on the back guy so that the front guy could eat the spikes. I should look ahead and I should stop the spikes enemy from walking up because the damage output is scary. Sure. Realistically though, I think the Divinity might die when Chains walks up. Our damage output is that high. Yeah, and here come the other 2 cards. Like I had the Soul Crushing Guild, or I had the first 2 cards, the Purifying Cleanse and the other card. I'll get there, don't worry. What's the other card? Holy Shield. I just could not think of the name. Holy Shield. He's not dying on Chains, by the way. I was a little overestimated. But now that... too bad. Now that I've through the deck once, I also have Daze on the Divinity and Stealth to work with, so... You know. Would have liked to get this damage down, but... Alas. Oh, that's not who I should put that on. I'll put that on the Paraffin Enforcer, you clown. These enemies don't hit Rector. Doesn't really matter though. This run is, I don't want to say that this run is unlosable. This run is, from this position, unlosable, is how you should say it. When we entered Seraph, this run became very difficult to throw away. But I did lose it by playing bottom floor 1 too many times. It's just it's like a reverse Siren song for me. I just gotta go down there. Gotta go down there and I gotta click my cards and then lose. Click my cards and take a damage trial. I don't know what came over me. This was a good one though. Very fun. Good run. Thank you, monstertrain. WarningSeemedSolar. That's like a sentence, but it doesn't mean anything. Like It's like a sentence someone would say to you in a dream, and you would wake up and go, yeah. Like in the moment, it makes sense. Warning seemed solar. But then you think about it a little more, and you go, that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.